Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another session of this course on Islamic inheritance law, in which we shall be looking at the inheritance of Class 2 distant kindred according to the Ḥanafī Fiqh. Let's start off with text from the Sirajiyya. أولاهم بالميراث أقربهم إلى الميت من أي جهة كان. وعند الاستواء فمن كان يدلي بوارث فهو أولى كأب أم الأم أولى من أب الأم عند أبي سهيل الفرائضي وأبي فضل الخصاف وعلي بن عيسى البصري ولا تفضيل له عند أبي سليمان الجوزجاني وأبي علي البستي وإن استوت منازلهم وليس فيهم من يدلي بوارث أو كان كلهم يدلون بوارث واتفقت صفة من يذلون بهم واتحدت قرابتهم فالقسمة حينئذ على أبدانهم وإن اختلفت صفة من يدلون بهم يقسم المال على أول بطن اختلف كما في الصنف الأول وإن اختلفت قرابتهم فالثلثان لقرابة الأب وهو نصيب الأب والثلث لقرابة الأم وهو نصيب الأم ثم ما أصاب لكل فريق يقسم بينهم كما لو اتحدت قرابتهم. If there are no claimants of Class 1 distant kindred, the estate devolves upon the Class 2 distant kindred. The Class 2 distant kindred are ascendants of the deceased. These are the false grandparents, however high. The first three generations of Class 2 are shown in bold black and red on paternal and maternal sides of the family tree. Pause the video to study if you wish. Let us look at the rules governing inheritance amongst Class 2 distant kindred. The nearer in degree excludes the more remote, and if claimants are of equal degree, then claimants connected to the deceased through sharers or residuaries are preferred to claimants connected to the deceased through distant kindred. For example, FMM is preferred to FFM. This is because FMM is connected to the deceased through the mother's mother, MM, a sharer, whereas FFM is connected to the deceased through the mother's father, who is a distant kindred. Some Hanafi jurists give no such preference. Using these rules of priority, the order of succession amongst Class 2 distant kindred according to the Ḥanafī Fiqh is shown on this slide. Each group in turn must be exhausted before any member of the next group can succeed. Pause the video if you wish to examine the order of succession. Let's look at the rules applied to Class 2 distant kindred for distribution of inheritance. The Sahiban, the two prominent students of Imam Abu Hanifa, agreed that if there are claimants both on the paternal and maternal sides, the paternal side is assigned 2/3 and the maternal side 1/3. The portion assigned to the paternal side is divided amongst the paternal ancestors, and the portion assigned to the maternal side is divided amongst the maternal ancestors. This rule of apportionment will only come into operation amongst the great-grandparents and more remote ancestors of the deceased. If the claimants are of equal degree and have equal claim to the inheritance, but there is a difference in gender amongst the descendants, then Imam Muhammad opinion is applied. This difference will only occur when we reach ancestors in the fourth degree from the deceased, meaning the great-great-grandparents. So in practice, this is unlikely to ever occur. The general rule that the male inherits the portion of two females is applicable. Let us work out some examples to see how the rules operate amongst the Class 2 distant kindred. In this example, a person dies, leaving behind FM, FMM, and FMF as the only claimants. The family tree diagram shows the exact blood relationship. The rule that the nearer in degree excludes the more remote is applied, which means FMM and FMF are excluded by FM because he is closer in degree to the deceased. In such a case, FM as the sole heir would inherit the whole estate. In this example, a person dies, leaving behind FMF, FFM, MFM, and FMM as the only claimants. The family tree diagram shows the exact blood relationship. FMM and FMF each independently exclude both FFM and MFM because FFM and MFM are related to the deceased through a distant kindred, the father of the mother, FM, whereas FMM and FMF are related to the deceased through a sharer. In such a situation, FMF, who is on the paternal side, would get 2/3, and FMM, who is on the maternal side, would get 1/3 of the estate. In this example, a person dies, leaving behind FFM and MFM as the only claimants. The family tree diagram shows the exact blood relationship. FFM and MFM are both of equal degree from the deceased, and both are related to the deceased through the mother. The male gets the portion of 2 females applies, so FFM gets 2/3 and MFM gets 1/3. This brings us to the end of this session. Insha'Allah, see you in the next one.